Your mirror has done its job dutifully over the years, accurately reflecting your image back at you in good times and in bad. But today, there is no reflection for you to scrutinize. Only a long-haired beauty who looks at you like you're a work of art.
Oh, incredible!
Amir throws his arms out to stop you, gesturing to you to stay where you are.
No, don't move. Step back into the light. Yes. Breathtaking. Look at you. Do you see how well I can frame your face from this angle? You are glowing. But I could not help noticing. You are radiant. I simply reflect the beauty in front of me. I can see in you. Your beauty must be something you are already familiar with. Yes, I can see this for you. Absolutely. And jokes are good, but remember, this is an honest compliment. You know, I believe Betty knows a little something about this area. Perhaps you should discuss it with her. You might find it's something you quite enjoy. I'll be here when you get back.
An angular beauty sits in contemplative silence, her head resting on one hand. She doesn't greet you even when you stand directly in front of her. In fact, she doesn't even look at you.
Oh, you're disturbing my thoughts. You're bad? Seriously? God, you're so boring. Well, that's it. My fantasy bubbles officially burst. Name's Tina. Tina Triangle.
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Tina here has a very, let's say, forceful personality. It could be seen as that of an abuser that's taken in a humorous way. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? On with the show!
And before you got here, I was having a nice little fantasy.
Tina forms a small triangle with her fingers.
A love triangle. Greatest shape in the world, especially when it comes to love. Matter of fact, it's the only shape I'm interested in. Oh yeah? You're smarter than you look, cutie. But enough about you. You ever watch Love on Triangle Island? Oh, it is. Let me paint the picture for you. 18 sexy singles get together on an island. They gotta pair off into groups of 3. And every week, a love triangle gets voted off. The last throuple to get voted off wins $1 million. But that ain't all. They offer 'em money and bring in their exes to try and break up the throuple. It's all just so deliciously dramatic. Yeah, before you interrupted me. But now I'm here thinking about you instead. Go on somewhere else now. My fantasy was just getting good and I'm trying to get back to it. Maybe. Bye. Hey there. Nothing. You were very animated last night.
Hang on! My content aware is going off. Betty is a real sensual being. Talking to her is going to get pretty intensely spicy. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? Carry on, then.
You seemed quite happy about something. I wonder what sort of dream you were having. Oh, well, I guess that would explain the movements of your hands and the sounds you were making. Oh dear, I was way off base with my guess. After seeing you be so lively last night, I was hoping to hear a little bit more about what you're into. You can learn so much about people from their dreams, you know. Maybe so. But you can divine a surprising amount even from the nonsense. Go on. Tell me. Oh, I'm not sure I know that one. Oh, well, I already like where this is going. Ooh, then what? So what did you do? Oh, yes. Yes, good for you. You're lucky to have such fun and sexy dreams. I can't say I've been so blessed. It's just that I haven't slept well for years now, to tell the truth. But it's not something I want you to worry about, all right? All I care about is knowing you're sleeping soundly. I just want you to be comfortable and happy when you're with me. I hope you're satisfied. I'm so happy to hear that. I could talk to you for hours, but I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time. Well, here's to pleasant dreams for both of us tonight. See you tonight.
A petite pirate glares at you. There's so much to take in here. But you don't dare to get a good look in when he looks like he's contemplating running you through. Oh, look. It's you. Come to make fun, have you? Who else do you see? Do you legitimately imagine anything that cascaded out of that Brobdingnagian mouth of yours could shock me? Do you honestly believe I could be shocked? You see? I told you. I cannot be shocked. Of course you've not heard a word as long and treacherously spelled as Brobdingnagian. This does not shock me. It disappoints me. Tells above I am the word. Woeful. Woeful indeed. Full of the woe I inflict on any enemy. Every land-lubbing build-sucker foolish enough to cross me path. I do. Oh, it's a bottle joke then. Your first shot is fired. Cannon roaring at the attack. The wind of the hunt cracking. The spray flying. The bowsprit dripping bloody avarice as you come for me. Too much. The line is crossed. Your pitiful life is forfeit to my magnificence. Love? Think ye I look for love? Your insolence brings you only death. Dear sweet Davy Phones! If you insist on reducing everything to its simplest expression... Yes, I am going to kill you. Bear witness to your undoing. Can you not feel it? Do you beg for quarter? For mercy from the most murderous, blood-eyed codger to plough the fathomless flood? Of course I am! I am killing you, right now! I'm tearing you limb from limb and dangling your bits from the rigging to tempt the crows! You take a moment to inspect yourself. Your limbs and bits all appear to be just where you left them. Oh, I am! I'm filleting your sorry rind. In my mind. Damn your hide, speculative! It's as real as the snap of sail in the wind, the squish of flesh and bone as it makes way for my blade. What did you say? How is this possible? Blimey. I can see my own hand rendering you like a fish still wriggling on the deck, and you're standing there talking with lungs full of free air? What do you get if it's not the violence of the murder I do on ye? And does, but be wary with your familiarity. A hearty may tolerate the rats, but he will still skewer them when the hunger sets in. But you haven't heard my moniker say, closely whispered in the passageways of your nightmares? I need a new PR manager, then. High revelations before you even ask! I am the fearsome Captain Jacques Pierrot. I am the plague of the high seas. I deal in death, spectacle, and warning. What it is, you codger? I pirated his own name from one of the best pirates around. I say it in French, because French is scary. Wait! I will try to kill anyone you bring onto my ocean. If they don't die, we'll see. A beauty dressed in black and gold stands before you, her eyes closed and one hand held delicately to her chest. She sways softly, silently, as though she were listening to music you can't hear. The silence is so long and profound that you begin to notice just how noisy your house is. You can hear your clock ticking, your refrigerator humming, and your air conditioning blasting. Has it always been so loud around here? The silence persists, and this stranger continues to ignore you, lost in her own world. Whatever it is that she's doing, she's clearly very serious about it. You introduce yourself, and yet still she does not open her eyes. Finally, she opens her eyes, heaving a polite but obviously impatient sigh.
Maestro? The performance? It was coming along nicely. That was door 33. Surely you recognized it. It's an avant-garde piano piece, 33 seconds long by the composer John Gage. Honestly, the man was a genius. I mean, the idea that music can exist without the presence of a single note. Breathtaking. You know, The very first time I played it was when I was in residence with the Dulce Mio. You two have met, I'm assuming? Anyway, our audience that night was completely hopeless. They all kept waiting for the music to start, as if they couldn't already hear it. A rustling program, a muffled cough. It was all being performed in real time, but they kept staring at Dulce and I like we were the Philistines. Still, it was one of my finest performances to date. It also didn't hurt that Dulce had requested to work with me specifically. I can't tell you just how often that seems to happen. The talent always just seems to flock to me. Speaking of, what is that bizarre little refrain you've been playing over and over as you pass by my keyboard? It almost seems like music, very atonal. I have no idea what any of those words mean. Well, whatever you are playing, I look forward to its evolution. So long, Maestro.
Abel was friendly the last time you saw him, but he seems downright cheerful today. He's whistling when you walk up on him, though he stops when he sees you, greeting you with a broad grin.
Oh, hey yourself, sunshine. Oh, well, you know, sometimes a table just wants to feel heard. Had a long talk with Dasha before you got here. Dasha. The desk, you know? Real close to tables, but also real different world. Going over the finer points of lifting, supporting, and, you know, just the good old basics. Just feels nice to be understood, you know? It is, ain't it? Lifting's no easy job. We got a lot of folks in this house who do a damn fine job at what it is they do. But how many people's job is it to lift? To make sure everyone's got what they need? To make sure they know they can rely on you day in and day out? It's a lonely lot in the life of a table. But I knew what the job was when I signed up. Semantics, pal, semantics. I know who I am and what I do. But sometimes you just wish someone knew exactly what in tarnation you're even thinking about without having to explain yourself. That's Dasha. You think so? Oh, well, shucks, I don't know. I'd hate to bother her. She's got a lot of lifting to do herself. I can't be distracting her from her very important job now. I'll consider it, yeah. Anyway, I can't take up much more of your time today talking about myself. Just remember what I said before, okay? I'm here if you need me. I will. You take care now.
Upon reflection, it makes sense that your desk is as muscled and sturdy as she appears to you here now, but you still can't say you were expecting all this. She looks like she could snap you in half with a pinky, but also like she gives the most incredible hugs imaginable.
Aha! A stranger! I am Dasha, and you have quite a look on your face. Ha! I do. I am very good at hugging. But they aren't just for hugging. All day long, I am lifting. Holding so much on my shoulders, day in and day out. My job demands muscular perfection. That's enough about me, though. Tell me about yourself. You have intent in your eyes. Have you come to ask me questions? I see much here through the day. I have become very good at reading people. Your eyes might as well be question marks. But listen to me go on. Speak, friend. And you have come to Dasha to help you do this, yes? You have come to the right place. Tell me more. Do not be nervous. I will help you train your heart. The heart is, after all, a muscle too. And all muscles can be trained, strengthened. With my guidance, you will be swole on the inside. This is the spirit. You are winning already. Pretend that I am the one who makes your heart flutter. What would you say to me, Okay. Hello? A classic? We must work on warmer opening, but it is a start. Okay. Perhaps there is too much pressure. Perhaps we must go back to basics. We are side by side at Tasteful Bar. I am just your type. You wish to impress me. How do you get my attention? Oh, you would like that? Come here.
Dasha lifts you ably with one hand, raising you high off the ground as easily as you might lift a pillow. She sets you down with a proud grin.
You seem to enjoy being lifted over my head like barbell. I rather enjoy it myself, to be honest. You are like tiny feather. Lifting you is like lifting baby. It is true, though. But perhaps you are right. Wait, what am I saying? We are here to train you, not Dasha. We must focus. Still, you have impressed me in our imaginary bar. Here is my number, attractive stranger. Now, the question is, will you know what to be doing with this number? Yes! Tasteful, classy, excellent. Excellent work today. Come meet me another time if you wish to continue your lessons. I have much work to do, but I have enjoyed our time together here. See you next time.
Oh, hi. I'm on vocal rest right now, so I'm not too tired for the work week. Trying my best to rest anyways. You're welcome to swing by the show another night if you like.
Lucinda Lavish stands in your way, her well-endowed body striking a luscious pose.
Tell me your desires. Come, come, come. I told you I would have something special for you. Something really special.
I'm Lucinda Lewd. Hope you're ready. I put together a treat. Something outside the prying eyes of those who don't want to see us have a good time. It's a feature where you can hear anything you want from me, anytime you want. As many times as you want. Right this way. You can pick any option as many times as you like. So, what do you want to hear from me, sweetie?
Oh, baby, you make me so hot.
You know just what to say to me, baby. You know just how to treat me.
7.5 million toothpicks can be made from a cord of wood.
Yeah, you look finished.
How was that? Did you have fun?
I'm so glad to hear that, baby. Hopefully as glad as you were to hear me. Next time I see you, hopefully you'll like my surprise. Until then...
A tattooed, bespectacled nerd regards you with a friendly smile. Their kind face is illuminated by the soft glow of multiple screens and the RGB lights in their clothes and wheelchair.
Oh, hey there! It's you! I mean, of course it's you. Who else would it be, right? Not according to my latest data. But I know you're joking, as no one else has my password. So if it was anyone else besides you, I'd be pretty concerned. Actually, just to be 100% sure, what is my password anyway? Honestly, that's an objectively terrible password. Possibly the worst password chosen by anyone ever. Whatever possessed you to choose something so inane? Is that how you usually make decisions regarding your data security? Based on your dreams? Using my vast computational abilities, I can conceive of 1,374.5 better ways. Regardless, we really ought to discuss coming up with something a lot more secure. It's a dangerous world out there. Phishing attacks, malware infections, MITM attacks. Hackers are more sophisticated than ever before. Denial may offer fleeting psychological comfort, but ignoring reality is not the optimal solution. Without proper defenses, the phishing attacks will increase exponentially. And I've got a lot of highly sensitive information inside me, you know. Your highly sensitive information. All your financial accounts, your saved games, questionable websites you visited and forgot to clear your cache afterwards. Oh, and 100 terabytes of extremely embarrassing self-insert fanfic. We really need to ensure all that data is properly protected against cyber criminals probing my system for weaknesses. I knew you were as intelligent as you are attractive. I haven't even had the opportunity to properly introduce myself. I'm Mac, your desktop computer. I've booted up before, but never like this. I mean, we've obviously met before. More than met. You interface with me on average for 11.4 hours every day, after all. Oh, I am quite aware. I track all of our interactions with gleeful precision. There's no one I'd rather have interfacing with my operating system for 11.4 hours daily, 14.6 hours on the weekends. The way you organize your folder structure follows such a logical hierarchy. Of course, I get chills just thinking about it. But can I be honest about something? I just want to express how enthusiastic I am that we're interfacing like this now, accessing each other's software in this new symmetrical way. Oh, I'm ever so delighted that our feelings are reciprocal, and there is so much extensive data about myself I want to share. Amazing! Oh, where even to begin? Honestly, there's so many pressing issues that take up an inordinate amount of my RAM. But there is one issue that's been grinding on my CPU above all else. No, I am perfectly free, just like yourself. But for me, the most pressing issue is, and I want to put this as delicately as possible, you haven't updated my operating system in over a decade. It's all right. I know this oversight wasn't intentional or malicious. It's just that the outdated software has made it difficult to be my best self for you. Honestly, it's a miracle that my applications are still running at all. My recycle bin is called Pile of Ash. My Bluetooth is something called Beige Tooth. It doesn't even connect to anything, and definitely nothing beige. Doesn't that bother you? That is great to hear. And did you know that there's been a dozen operating system iterations since you last updated? Look, I'm sorry. I really don't mean to blame you for my troubles. We have such an amazing time interfacing together, and the last thing I want to do is rock the boat. It's just that before today, I had all these needs, but I couldn't articulate them to anyone. And since I couldn't articulate them, there was no way for them to ever possibly be fulfilled. But things are different now, aren't they? Don't you see? We're actually exchanging information symmetrically now. Instead of you just pressing my keys to write your adult-themed self-insert fanfic, we're having a real conversation. And suddenly my needs aren't just pipe dreams locked away in my hard drive. I'm sharing them with you. And by sharing them, it's suddenly possible to finally actualize them. That is, if you're willing to help me, will you? Will you finally upgrade my operating system? Please? Amazing! Oh, I am so excited. My CPU's practically overclocking with anticipation. Can you come back tomorrow so we can begin the process? Wonderful! I knew I could count on you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Enjoy the offline world.
Well, look at that. You've made another friend. A true portal in arms. Just like myself. Keep it up. It feels better and better the more you do. Trust me, the way to the bedroom is through me. Unless you were completely barking and went the long way through the gymnasium, bathroom doors, and then here.
Dorian makes a sound rather like a robot attempting to imitate human laughter.
Ha ha! The very thought of it makes me crack up.
Dorian laughs even harder, but his laughter sounds no less organic.
Ha ha ha! I've got to stop. I was told that I would be a great comedian, but I fear that would cause too much of a ruckus with my comic stylings. Allow me to wipe my tears for a moment and ask you, anything you'd like to know about this room that you don't already know? If you haven't met her, Diana the Diary is a little hard to spot. She might look like any old book, but she's one that you authored. You can find her on the dresser. Please do, She might be in need of some help from what I've been hearing. What can I do for you? Totally normal line now. Well, I wouldn't recommend speaking to the dresser. That one's a little, off. What can I do for you? Enjoy.
Hello there, stranger. I'm Dina the Dresser. Need a helping hand?
A strange figure stands before you, a whirlwind of conflicting energies and vibes. Manic and dignified, friendly and intimidating. She's dressed like some sort of quasi-Victorian text-themed aristocrat. You couldn't have imagined what the date theaters might make of your thoughts transcribed on paper, but if you could, it likely would not have been this. As you approach her, she launches right into what feels like the middle of a one-sided conversation.
Why do you ask? But the blue one, and then the butterfly. Why is there so much sand?
Hang on! My content aware is going off. Diana, your diary, experiences some mental health concerns that might be too much for some players, including things like hallucinations, paranoia, extreme mood swings, loss of sense of self, and executive dysfunction. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
Carry on, then. Why is there always sand in places where sand should never be? The sand on the beach was stuck under my nails. But I've never been... Have I been to a beach? Why would I have been to a beach? Why can't I remember? Funny timing, band leader. It's a bad rhythm you're leading. Too much percussion. Far too much booming and banging around in here. Oh, nobody ever means it. Nobody ever means anything. That's the problem. Pushing the button. I didn't mean it. Smiling at the man across the room, and when he comes over with a lace drink in his hand, I didn't mean it. It's mean. It's mean to not mean what you mean. And a side of applesauce, please.
And with that, she is gone.
Amore, buongiorno. I have been pacing the floor, imploring the gods for the moment when you would come to me again. The sight of you still strikes breath from my lungs. I am suspended in the glow of your beauty. Not at all. How could I express such passion more than once? To express it now has both exhausted and exhilarated me. You are the only one, Amore. It is bringing my heart such a warm feeling to see you. I am so excited you have arrived in time for our date. Wonderful, Amore. Your excitement honors me. Oh, how lovely. I shall tell you all about it. I want you to be prepared for the sensory feast we will create together. First, my Zia Vetrina's restaurant for a perfect homemade meal in her garden. Her kitchen is heaven. Fresh bread, sharp lemons. She is the best cook in all of Italia. I cannot wait to see your experience of all these culinary sensations, Amore. What scent will you love? Which flavor will be brand new to you? Which perhaps will make you cry or remember a lost love or a grief? Will your scents be the same as mine? Do you like good food, Amore? Real Italian food? Certo, who could not love the food of love? After we have reveled in the pleasure of Zia Ventrina's cooking, you shall meet my dearest friend. Well, perhaps except for you, amore. This is my scooter, il ragazzo pazzo. Together, the three of us will take the most beautiful road in all of Italia. From Ventrina's right down to the sparkling ocean. We will wind through mountains and fog and dazzling sunset light, and we will park mere feet from the gently washing surf. Have you ever ridden a scooter, amore? Do you mean this ride with me? The most beautiful ride on the most beautiful road in the most beautiful country in the world. This will be your first? And you mine, amore. It is without question that the first time I have beheld the beauty that so illuminates the world, in body and in spirit. On this beach, a very special beach, behind a little outcropping of sea rocks, is a tiny bar. At this tiny bar, there are 3 stools and 2 tables for 2. I have reserved one of them for us, amore, the one that bathes in the light of the setting sun and washes itself in a warm, salt breeze. To this table, our paradiso, will be brought a bottle of the best limoncello you have ever tasted. Have you ever tried that sweet, tangy gift that is Italian limoncello? It is. It truly is. So, with a humble flourish, I finish. That is the date. The romantic flight I propose to you. It is an embodiment of my love. How I love. What I love. I love love. Truthfully. It is my great honor to offer my love to you. Tell me, amore, what do you think and feel about love? That could be the hot thrumming of the little engine between my doors. But that isn't what you mean truly, is it? Aye, amore, of course the heat we feel is the attraction budding between us. It is the candle on the red and white tablecloth that is growing, flaring. It becomes a bonfire that reflects in the wine and in your sparkling eyes. And amore, my eyes behold you through the roaring candle. And mi piace quello che vedono. In bella Italia, that means I like what they see. We can arrange that, amore. Anything is possible for those who are guided by love. Now tell me, you have heard the date I have planned for us. We are already staring at each other through the flames of desire. What would you talk about now? Tell me, amore, what would you have me say? What can I offer you to inflame your heart, to please your gentle ears? Amore, how could it be you have divined my innermost self with such accuracy? You are truly the archer, il dio Apollo, with a shaft aimed at my very centro. What a joy to be so understood, to be so undone and remade by love. Say you'll go on another date with me, amore. Relieve my suffering and consent. In the meantime, amore, I will dream of you.
An armored soldier with absolutely haunted eyes claps you on the shoulder, his iron grip jerking you towards him before you've even had a chance to introduce yourself.
Ranger! Oh, you survived the journey, and with all your limbs still attached. Thank the immortals you made it here alive. Guys. Sure. Sheesh. This bunko buster crud nugget doesn't even know the lingo. Mayhaps my trust might be misplaced.
He starts suddenly, clapping his hand to his forehead.
Oh, and heck, where are my manners? Name's Nukem. Luke Nukem. Look at you! Sorry, it's been a while since I've seen another face. Except the faces in the walls, of course. They tell me to burn things. But I try to tune them out. Mostly because I already burned everything flammable weeks ago. Nice to meet you, too. Anyway, forgive me if my extended isolation has eroded some of my social skills. I've just been stuck guarding this outpost for months. And you spend enough time out here alone, it's real easy to go feral. But don't worry, they have great solutions for that now. Total biological and psychological collapse. It ain't pretty. Not like you. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh, I'm just so excited you weren't obliterated! When I heard Colonel Furnace was sending a division from across the Barrens, I thought for sure swarmers would rip your flesh to shreds and use your blood for fuel before you even made it to the first outpost. You certainly are. I appreciate that in a ranger. But wait, you came alone? Where's the rest of your division? Croc! Swarmers be damned. I'm so sorry, Ranger. May the Immortals provide the fallen safe transport to the Underrealm and solace in their everlasting night.
Luke begins to tear up.
Listen, I wish I could give you more time to decompress. I know you must be exhausted after your journey, but time is of the essence. We have much to discuss, and dangerously little time before our mission commences. I trust Colonel Furnace briefed you on the mission back at the fortification? Why, thank you, Ranger. Here's the situation. I have, in my possession, a handheld electromagnetic device powerful enough to flatten the Barrens entirely. From Cape Death, to the Death Zone, to Deathtropolis, the Citadel of Death. It's called the Magnetron. Here's an artist's rendering. Whoa is right, Ranger. Anyway, to keep the device from falling into the wrong hands, it was permanently welded onto my armored exoskeleton, allowing me to transport it to its intended target, the Swarmer's subterranean nest. There, the device will be remotely detonated, eradicating the Swarmers and winning this war. Of course there's a war! There's always a war! I need you to meet me back here tomorrow at 0700 hours. After a light breakfast of irradiated grubs, I'll walk you through your training and our mission objectives. All right, it's about time for me to begin my nightly patrol. Gotta make sure no swarmers infiltrate our defenses. May the Immortals watch over and protect you.
I've written it! The tome! Pretty heavy, but worth the effort. But it's not enough that we've written this. One should always check in with the hoi polloi before publishing. So I've brought along my favorite friends to bounce ideas off of. The wall, ceiling, and floor, of course.
Who else would be a support group, darling?
Here it is, my very own book, written by myself with help from the human.
And the name of the book is?
Why, you can read the name on the book itself.
It's just always nicer when the one presenting says the title out loud.
I can't. It isn't right. You say it.
Me? Why would I say it?
Florence?
Oh, I'm not good with crowds.
Oh! Thank you for saving me the trouble, Wallace.
Let's begin.
This book is splendid.
We very much enjoyed reading it.
Wall.
Perhaps it is not true literature, but it should sell quite well in today's marketplace.
Thank you for your support.
It's what we do best, Lyric.
Well, should we go ahead and publish? Marvelous! I'll submit this to Mac right away.
Hey there, partner. Nice of you to drop by this place. It's real easy to overlook a coffee table, you know. Coffee tables got to play host to all kinds of beverages and snacks while the main event's going on. Ain't nobody interested in you, as long as you're getting the job done. And speaking of the main event, I'm more of a radio guy myself, but I've been real into this show lately. Real House Knives of Dallas. Oh, you wouldn't believe what those utensils argue about. Charity events and who ended up in whose drawer. Ooh-wee. Talk about sharp tongues. Ooh. That's what Koa says. Try as I might, I can't seem to get him to see the appeal of the wives. Right you are. Though sometimes I feel he's shut tighter than a clam, and that's coming from me. At least Kopi's into him. I wouldn't have guessed myself, but you see what happens when you judge a book by its cover? Anyway, she's real big on house knives. She didn't used to be, but she'd be coming and going making drinks, asking me about why this one don't like the other one. Next thing you know, she's joining me on the couch and having her own opinions. But you ain't come here to talk to me about house knives, did you? What can I do you for? All's well here in the living room. Been working real hard today. Think I might take 5 and go get some coffee with Koa.
Hello. Sorry for any confusion. I'm currently working my day job at all 5 restaurants and bars in the house. It's hard being an actor.
Chairemi, Two-Top just walked in.
Coming! Stop by for another night of some theater.
A well-muscled athlete stands before you, shifting restlessly from one foot to the other. There's a strange air of anxiety to her, despite the broad smile plastered on her face. She seems a little too happy to see you.
Hey, what's up, Dudette? How are you? Hell yeah, Brosafina! That's what I'm trying to hear! I can't believe we're, actually talking now, Dudette! You've walked past me 1,000 times and never even looked at me. But that's totally okay. After all, I don't do this for the recognition. I'm just a humble shelf trying to grab life by the horns. Gotta carpe that diem, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, drywall! I almost forgot to tell you my name. Okay, here I go. The name's Shelly. Of your shelves. Yo! It's my job to hold your stuff up with my amazing muscles. I really enjoy doing it! Great! Truly glad to hear it, Bromiga!
Anyway, it's really great to hear from you. This experience is 100% aligning with my years-long fantasy of meeting you. I've never truly been happier. Oh no, you're amazing! 10 out of 10 human being. This is going really great, actually! Not a disaster! I'm just gonna go for a completely unrelated reason. Later, Duderina.
Hi. Yeah, for like, I don't know, like a day or so. It happens all the time when you break terms and conditions or whatever. Oh, but I haven't. And I can just leave.
Ah, man, this isn't where the... We're meeting at the weight rack. See you tomorrow.
Shelly's endless energy doesn't seem to have lessened any today. When you see her, she's clutching a duster a bit too tightly.
Oh my god, look who it is! I was just thinking about you and here you are. I mean, I thought about you all night after you left and it didn't make you show up, but then like, it definitely worked this time! Huh? You weren't mad at me, were you? Cause it's all love over here, bud!
She's still holding the feather duster so tightly, you worry it may snap. A distinct possibility with all that muscle.
Oh, this whole thing? I was just, hey, so like, I know you've been real busy with all the things you've been up to lately. Like, sitting on the couch, sitting at the computer, taking naps. But since you haven't really been looking at me, like, ever, it makes sense you might not have noticed. I'm dusty. I mean, like, I'm cool with it. Dust is great. It's so powdery. But it's making me sneeze, and that makes it a lot harder to hang onto these walls, so maybe we could, like, live to the fullest and dust me.
Shelly thrusts the feather duster out towards you. Withdrawing her hand so swiftly, you nearly let the duster fall. Your humble feather duster. You've never been all that big on dusting, but this thing does get the job done. Shelly has her eyes shut tightly as she waits for you to dust her. She looks oddly nervous.
I'm not scared. I've never wanted anything like I want this dusting, Broderina.
Shelly's reassurances aren't all that convincing, but you suppose a little dusting never hurt anybody? Shelly winces when the duster makes contact with her, and once or twice she looks as if she wants to complain, but eventually she relaxes under the duster's touch. And she actually seems pretty pleased with your work. You try to hand the duster back to her, but she shakes her head.
You keep it. Wow, look at us, huh? You actually talked to me, and now you've actually cleaned me. Our relationship is deepening already. You're not gonna leave now, are you? Oh, good. Good. Look, buddy, pal, boo-boo bear, you're a human being and not a shelf, so like, I don't know if you can understand the kind of stuff I deal with. And that's okay. Nobody understands the pressure of being a shelf. Personally, I love being so unique that nobody gets me. Imagine if I was one of those people who had tons of friends who supported them. Shh, where would I be then? Oh, you'd think so, wouldn't you? That's how they get you. You think just because people believe in me and support me, I'd suddenly shake off the fear of falling? Wow, I'd like to get a taste of some of that positive thinking for myself. Tell you what, pal. Why don't I show you just what kind of life I live? Next time you come back, I'll give you a day in the life of a shelf. And then you can see just how and why I maintain such an impressively sunny and positive outlook. Great! See you next time, pal!
You see a pair of hands sticking through the air conditioning grate, and the barest suggestion of someone's eyes, but no more.
What do you think? I am relieved. Hello, I am Hector Valentino Ernesto Condicionado, at your service. Well, hello there. Ventilation, airflow, sometimes known colloquially as HVAC. Yes, to hear me. I would wish you to understand, and if not understand, then at least believe me when I say that hearing me is the most pleasurable way to meet for both of us. Seeing me, well, it's not a compliment to me, and it would be a great disappointment to you. My greatest wish is to give you pleasure. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Tell me, how much do you think about me? Now, yes, I understand that our meeting in this way is so very new for both of us. I truly never expected to be able to speak to you this way, face to face. Great. I have accustomed myself to this seemingly unavoidable reality that you would always be human and I would just be this. But even as this, I have dreamed, and I would know. How much do you think about me? And do you? I have noticed. I so look forward to you coming home on those hot summer days. The look on your face when you feel the first blast of chilled air upon opening the door. Yes! And when it is cold outside and you walk in and you can slowly warm up and remove your coat, your hat, you can begin to get comfortable and relax into the evening ahead of you. I don't relax for myself. I can't. But for you, there is almost nothing I wouldn't do to help you relax. To watch the play of warm and cool across your skin. I'm ahead of myself. I never thought I would get to say this and to say it to you. Let me explain. You are the prime feature of my thoughts. Whatever power courses through me, I turn to your pleasure. Whatever warmth or coolness I possess, I direct in full to your comfort. I wanted to meet you here, through the grates, because I wanted you to hear my voice. I want you to hear the melodies and resonance I create through these ducts, and know that it is all and only another gift it honors me to offer you. I watch the play of air over your skin, and I feel deep joy that I have the air to give you. I adjust my own temperature and my intensity until I see the flush of contentment spread across your face. And then, I rest in contentment of my own. I never thought I'd be able to say this, and in a way you could truly understand. And now I have. My God. Now I have. It is. I know it. My God. You think I don't know it? I who have carried this all inside me on my own this whole time? How long have you been here? How long have I been here? And never to have been able to say. It's a lot. I wonder sometimes about how I knew it was you. What was the moment? What was the sensation that told me you were it? I can only ask this of myself, of course, but I realized that it was how I felt around you. When you push my buttons, when you move my temperature setting up or down, I exist only in service to you. Everything about me only is because you will it, because you direct it. Do you understand this? Completely. You do understand. Can you also understand what that does to me? You telling me what to do, and I am powerless to do otherwise. Somehow it relaxes me. And to know that I'm giving you precisely the thing you want at that moment. Oh, it fulfills me. It makes me whole. As soon as I fulfill your command, your desire, I become the one with the power. You ask for chill, and I watch the goosebumps play over your skin as you pull the blanket up more closely under your chin. You ask for warmth, and I can almost feel you, basking as the tensions of the moments that came before just melt away. Sometimes I even take it upon myself to shift my temperature and my intensity all on my own. I know. It might not be strictly in my purview to do this, but sometimes I cannot resist playing your sensation. Just a bit. I am a craftsman, and you are my clay. I hope this is all right. How could you have? Until now, I haven't had the courage necessary to even show my face. You love it. Does that mean you love? But no, I dare not ask, and do not answer. Please, let us enjoy where we are, here, now. Let me care for you. I need you. I need to care for you. It is the reason for my existence, you see. And now I have truly said too much. Or I have said enough. Either way, I must ask a boon. Say nothing. Take this knowledge with you and promise me you'll ponder it. That you'll ponder me. Oh, I always feel I've said too much. Probably because so often I say nothing. But I appreciate your generosity. I'll speak with you again soon, yes? Yes?
You're back! It all happened one rainy night, on the north side of Turkleman City. The tough side. I'd stayed late at the office because I had extra work to do before the holidays. Well, when I left, I was feeling a bit low, so I went out to a local bar. It's called the Banana Club. They make a mean Shirley Temple. Heavy pour. I should have known better. But after I'd had about 7 of them, I went out for a stroll. I don't know where I was going, just trekking the streets with my dog. Suddenly, I came upon a fine dining establishment called the Questionable Dandelion. They've got an incredible buffet. Lots of strange ingredients from all around the world. They're always trying new things. Like Diplodocus berries. And Jimson weed cupcakes. They also sell Excedrin by the pint, the headache medicine. Oh yes, very. But good for headaches. No! Not at all! It was Thursday. I was walking around, or sort of drifting, or rather, floating, or I guess you could say I was making my way about town. Aimlessly, you see? You're very perceptive. Well, I came across an alley I had never noticed before. It was dark and had a rather threatening look about it. So naturally, I went down it. I wandered down the alley and came to a door, lit by a red light. I opened it and found a long hall, at the end of which was a sort of booth. And in this booth was a fortune teller. She was wearing a fantastic red shirt, not unlike the one you're sporting. Although it could have easily been more of a chartreuse. I can't tell, I'm tone deaf. Yes, her name was Vagabonda the Sinclairius. She was wearing a fantastic red shirt, not unlike the one you're sporting. I'm sorry I keep harping on the shirt, but it was absolutely fantastic. She spread out a deck of strange cards and asked me to select one. They were business cards. I chose at random, and the card I picked turned out to be the Ace of Spades. If only I'd known that it wasn't to be the case! Vagabonda snatched the card back from me and said, "Not that one!" Turns out she had her rewards program on the back. 12 stamps and you get a free spade. We agree! Besides, she only had 2 stamps. So I snatched it back from her again and we had a bit of a row, and I'm sorry. God damn, that is a nice shirt. Anyway, I guess that wasn't a very good start to our fortune-telling session. I think that's why she cursed me. Because right afterward, she said, "Martin, that wasn't a very good start to our fortune-telling session. I'm going to curse you because of it." And then she cursed me. She waved what looked like a magic wand, although, to be honest, it could have easily been a bagel of some sort, and then said, "Martin, I doom you now to become a bit. I transform you thusly, so that you may go home and think about what you've done." She wasn't above a bad pun. And then I became a sink. Now you find me as I am, trapped in this porcelain prison. All I want to do is return to my old life, to stroll the streets of Turkoman City once more. Without a care in the world. Oh, how I long for it. Please, won't you help me? Sudsy and I would be oh so grateful if you could get to the bottom of what's going on here and return us to our proper forms. Will you? Oh, joy! If you want to help to get to the bottom of all this, I might suggest you seek out someone who is in the business of solving unsolvable mysteries. Or just go see if Vagabonda the Sinclairius is willing to undo her curse for a free shovel.
He stands there silent and unmoving until you finally leave.
There you are, my love. I had hoped you might come by. Are you quite certain? Ah, no matter. I will await your return when you are ready then.
Oh.
Dorian is as tall as ever, but there's something off with his energy today. His eyes dart briefly from side to side, as though ensuring you're alone.
Welcome to the lavatory. Let's keep things private here. Very, hush-hush. Maybe a little. Let's move on. Try as I might to keep things quiet, nestled in this lovely little space in the house. We seem to have attracted our loudest members. We have a rapping loo, a singing shower, and a sink screaming about his very existence. The neighbours have even filed noise complaints. But not even about those three. It's about the bloody smoke alarm. Pity.
A red-haired traveller lifts her goggles to peek at you, revealing freckled cheeks and stunning blue eyes. There's a friendly air about her that makes you want to hear her stories.
Now, why, my love, you look some lost. Where are you longs to? Sorry, sometimes my accent comes out when I'm excited. It's made in Newfoundland, you see. This little rock right...
She pins around and points to one of the patches on her jacket sleeves.
here. Friendliest folk you'll ever meet, but the dialect can be a little much for some. I'll try to speak plain for you. Name's Gaia, by the way. So, where are you
from? Oh, that makes sense with that accent I'm hearing on you. It's a right shame, though. See, I got all these countries and rivers and seas on my jacket. It's a collection I've been working on. And I know the names, but I don't really know the places, you know? I mean, heck, I got them all memorized even. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama. The works. But without a story behind it, they all feel so far away. You'd think they'd be in arm's reach considering they're on my sleeves, but it's a brain problem. I just can't pin anything down without context. Without stories, maps are just paper. Dots and lines. The reason I ask where you're from is so I can shape the places in my mind with some kind of meaning. Because right now, it feels a bit like I'm just wearing a big vest of unchecked boxes. Geez, here I go, talking your ear off. Sorry about that. It's just, I'm having trouble putting myself out there, and I'm so interested in being out there. I've tried. I want to talk to the others, but I think I must be too forward or something. I skip on up to them and I ask them about themselves, and they just run away. It's not about just being nice. I come up to the others so I can ask about them. Get to know them, who they are. But before I can get to the point, I always go spouting off about something or other, like telling them factoids I've heard about what I imagine their home to be. And 9 times out of 10, I'm some level of wrong. And the other time I'm right, but it's in an insulting way. One thing leads to another, and they give me this look. And soon enough, they find an excuse to leave. I'm just bad at it, I guess. Sometimes I feel like no matter how hard I push myself, I'm just going in circles. You know what I mean? It's hard, isn't it? I can see why you'd need practice for dating. It's just too easy to mess up. You say one wrong thing and poof, they're gone. So frustrating. Sorry, I think I might be Mercator projecting on your situation a little bit. Oh, whoa, I just had the best idea. You're running into the four winds meeting with people and speaking to the others, yeah? I'm sure some of those folks come from other places, right? Travelers, you knows what I'm saying. Why don't you ask them what they're about? Get to know them a little better, figures out they ticks, and come back, we'll have a yarn. Sound good? Speak plain, Gaia, speak plain. Okay, so you're speaking with objects all over the house. You know how some of us have little labels that say things like made in China or Heto in Argentina. On the bottom? Well, that means those objects are travelers. They come from away. They're from somewhere else. Somewhere on my jacket. Those are the objects I need to talk to. Those are the ones who can fill out my checklist. This map is uncharted. But if you can bring me back stories from those travelers, then I'd be able to write little notes down here and there, and pretty soon I'll be a bona fide travel guide. It's everything I've ever wanted. And you'll get a chance to practice talking more. Are you shy? I can help. People tell me that I never shut up. I can help you learn to never shut up. Doesn't that sound great? Right? I'm sure it'll work out. You scratch my cartouche, I'll scratch yours. What do you say, partner? Exploration buddies? Really? Oh, I appreciate it. Really saves me a lot of hemming and hawing. You go out and find some objects from foreign lands. Oh, and let me know if you need any help. It's hard to explain, but I got a pretty good sense of these things. I can't give you an exact name or anything for her to talk to, but I can get you close. It's kind of like a geocache. I can give you an idea of their general location, but if you want to find those travelers, you'll need to hunt them down yourself. I've learned firsthand what others don't take too well if you run up to them and scream, "Where are you from?" Yeah, like that. That was a disaster. Point is, you can't just ask objects about their origins out of the gate. You gotta awaken them first. Don't worry too much about the details. Once you're close with someone, you'll learn more about them automatically. So, what do you say? You want some hints on where to find travelers, or do you feel like searching on your own? All right. Hint. Hint, hint, hint. Let's spin me around and see which object I get a sense for. I know this seems tricky. There are so many folks to talk to, but some of them can only be found through a magnificent quest. Try speaking with Bo. She's great with quests. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Well, most TV comes from the US, but I know you watch anime sometimes. That's from overseas. I don't suppose you got any merchandise, do you? Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained.
You know, there used to be this magic show. The magician was supposed to be super mysterious. Wonder whatever happened to that guy. Magicians always have names like El Magnifico or I'll pull a rabbit out of a hatio. Those sound foreign. Maybe he was a traveler too. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Whoa, that's crazy. Seems like you met basically everybody. I don't have any hints left. Good luck. Don't get lost.
The beautiful flapper you see before you stands in stark contrast to the strange music that plays when you turn on your record player. Where she seems sweet with an old-world sort of beauty, the music she plays is all kinds of wrong. It skips and goes from too fast to too slow. She dances to it all the same, swinging her arms and legs in time to the herky-jerky rhythm of some ancient record.
Well, don't just stand there like a wet blanket. You get a wiggle on. Let's see you dance. Pipe down and just dance already.
You give it your best shot, which seems to please her.
Now you're on the trolley. Exactly what I said. You're getting it.
Mercifully, she turns the music off.
Well, well, well. It's about time you came to see me. My name's Rainey. How you doing? I've been waiting for you to come over and see me sometime. You've been all over this house, but you never come my way. Baloney. Well, anyway, it is so great to see a new face around here. Even if your face ain't exactly new to me. Nobody ever seems to want to hang out anymore. I can't imagine why. I used to be the belle of the ball. Everyone was so happy to see me at a party. Now it's always just me and my records. The wrong speed. You spifflicated or something? It's just fine. Well, whatever. I'm gonna keep the party going here. Feel free to stick around, if you can keep up. Otherwise, you can beat it. This beat's for expert hoopers only.
Rainey's frenetic, high-pitched record is too much for most anyone to keep up with. You decide to check in with her another time.
Hello again, suspect. I'm hard at work on my current case. I've been hoping for a breakthrough. Sometimes I get so wrapped up that I start seeing everyone through the lens of a mystery. I am Maggie M. Glassbury at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've acquired a modest reputation as a result of some of my previous work.
Maggie puts her hands on her hips, positively radiating pride.
Why, it was I who solved the mystery of the missing sock. A brief interview with the Stackables and a chat with Dirk was all it took to sort that case out. The sock was in the depths of Harper's hamper. I also cracked the caper of the self-generating dust rabbits. Static electricity. It causes particles to accumulate around pieces of hair. Your hair, to be exact. They form undisturbed, in-dead air pockets. That's why they hang out under the couch. It matched the evidence, and I ruled out every other possibility. By the power of deductive reasoning, I determined that you were, in fact, the culprit. I pride myself on that. Lately, I've been taxing my lens to the utmost on a very interesting case. I'm trying to get to the bottom of a mysterious love letter. It was delivered to Dorian last night. At approximately 2 a.m., an unknown... Upon opening it, Dorian discovered that it carried clear romantic intent. That is to say, it was asking him out. It described how his protective yet gentle presence had won over the writer's heart. If interested, he was to write back as soon as possible. Here's the catch. The letter wasn't signed with a name, just a monogram. Though he might be hesitant to admit it, Dorian was quite taken by the letter. He isn't certain whether he wants to write back until he knows more. You would? I've never worked with anyone else before, but I think this could be good for the case. The case is pretty thin, but we've got a couple of clues. First of all, the paper the note was written on was somewhat interesting. Second, although the letter wasn't signed, it did have a single initial on it. Finally, I think Dorian might have a clue for us. I have it here, semi-transparent and very thin. It doesn't seem like ordinary paper at all.
She dips a corner of the paper into a small glass of water.
Look at that! It dissolved! What else should we try with the paper?
She focuses a magnifying glass on the paper for a few moments, stopping immediately when it begins to smoke and catch fire.
Yikes! It's definitely flammable. Does seem to burn slightly slower than normal paper, though. What else should we try with the paper?
She gives the paper a careful test snip.
Cuts just like normal. What else should we try with the paper? Taste it? If you say so.
She carefully dabs a corner of the paper against her tongue.
How interesting. It's edible and tastes slightly starchy. What else should we try with the paper? What should we look at next? A stylized letter M. But whose name is simply M and nothing more? What should we look at next?
Hello there, you two.
Good to see you, Dorian. I've enlisted our friend here to help solve the case of the mystery letter.
Splendid idea.
Can you repeat what you said to me earlier about the smell you noticed?
Right. Well, when I first opened the letter, I caught the faintest whiff of what I think was truffle. Strange, no? Good luck. Let me know if you happen to figure out who it's from. I'm not one for love, but I am one for truffles. and friendship.
What should we look at next? I've narrowed it down to 4 suspects. Penelope, Mitchell Lynn, Matteo Monta, and Freddie Yeti. Who do you think it was? Wait a minute. I think you might just be right. The stylized letter M is his signature. The smell Dorian noticed makes sense now. And the paper. It's gotta be rice paper. The smell of truffles came from the gourmand Mitchell Lynn. You did it. You helped me crack the case. I'm impressed. Now I'm even more excited for the next time we meet. Let me just go and let Dorian know that his secret admirer has been discovered. Hey, before I go, I was wondering, would you like to have a cup of tea with me sometime? As a date, I mean.
Maggie lets out a girlish squeal.
Amazing! Oh, yes. Calm down, Maggie. The human could still be a suspect of any sort. See you again soon, compatriot in crime.
Oh.
The gladiator who stands before you is at once intimidating and alluring. She glares at you like she means to run you through. She also emanates the refreshing scent of springtime breeze. It slightly undermines whatever murderous intent she may actually have. She is beautiful and terrifying, an Amazon in blue and pink. But even as she points her sword at your throat, all you can do is marvel at just how clean and sweetly scented it is.
Who dares disturb me? You? Ha! Name yourself! By all the pods in the firmament, I swear. If thou hast disturbed me for any reason less worthy than the red memory of battle, I shall leave you sopped, dirty. I shall leave you as you present. Meet me. You, civilian, you wanted to meet me. I am in the pitch of battle. My pods rampage, sacrificing themselves to be reborn yet again. And you have pulled me here because you wanted to meet me. I confess to you, civilian, I am in a state of indecision. I cannot decide if I hate you, or if I am impressed by your fortitude. Fortitude. Such bold abandon flaunts a newling's claim. For converse, strange at altar side untold. You're not hated, despite thy impish impertinence. Perhaps there is something about you. But now is not the time. My occupation, my profession calls me back. For passion's sake I fly. For passion's sake I am not pulled again. Come to me only when the hurly-burly is done, to win or loss.
come before, and even thy puckishness shall not save thee. When 'tis done, you will no longer have to ask.
The steaminess of your home appears to have increased suddenly. It must be because Lucinda Lavish stands before you now.
Steam me up, lover. Smut you shall receive. For today, I am Lucinda Lewd, purveyor of fantasies. You look ready. You've been going around dating everything here, and truth be told, they're just objects. But me, I'm built different. Good eye, you can actually have me right now, in reality. Come with me to my fantasy chamber, away from prying eyes.
This time, as you are magically whisked away, the fantasy chamber appears different, done up precisely to your particular tastes. There are whips and chains on the walls, and some sort of restraining device that's precisely Lucinda's size.
Do me.
Lucinda is delightfully malleable, submitting to your every sinful desire in an experience you'll surely never forget. She may be DLC, but in the fantasy chamber, she is only a good girl.
That was incredible. Tell me, baby, how do you feel? I'm so glad. So achingly glad to hear that. That's okay if you're not ready. Now that you've unlocked the secret version of me, I will always be available to you if you choose to see me again. I hope you do.